Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go, this is Valley News Live at noon.
Things are looking a little bit gloomy this afternoon, and it appears to be a sign of what's to come later tonight. Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on this Wednesday. A big system of rain and even snow will be hitting much of the valley. So let's get right over to meteorologist Robert Hahn for a look at what we can expect.
Yeah, as we head through the overnight hours and into the day tomorrow, that rain and snow combination will become a factor. But today, the big story is the fog. A lot of very dense fog out there, including visibility down to 0 in Langdon, Grand Forks, Gwinner, and Oaks at this time. 3 miles here in Fargo, quarter of a mile, Thief River Falls, Detroit Lakes, and Valley City. Because of some of that dense fog out there, National Weather Service has issued a dense fog advisory for those counties highlighted there. That goes in through 3 o'clock this afternoon. Clouds, we've got them, but at least parts of the Southern Valley will see a few peaks of sunshine later on today. Right now, nothing showing on the radar, but can't rule out a few isolated sprinkles or showers as we head through the afternoon and evening hours. A better chance for rain, even some thunderstorms very early tomorrow morning, and then a combination of rain and possibly snow later on in the day. Current temperatures right now, quite a range, just like yesterday. Coolest off to the northwest, 39 in Langdon, 55 in Fergus Falls in between. We're coming in at 51 here in Fargo. We're going to show you the first 2 days of that 7-day forecast today. That chance for a few showers and some foggy conditions out there tomorrow. Good chance for some rain and snow. Who has the best chance of seeing the white stuff? We'll let you know coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Robert, we will see you then. New for you at noon, a University of North Dakota police officer is on administrative leave for allegedly having child pornography. Officer Paul Meager is being investigated by the North Dakota Bureau of Criminal Investigation. The university has also started an internal investigation. They say Meager violated university policy and the Law Enforcement Code of Ethics. The UND Police Department says they have started the termination process on Meager. Also new at noon, West Fargo police have a warning for you to keep your vehicles locked and take out any valuable property. Car prowlers have been stealing firearms from vehicles over the past few days, especially in the Eagle Run area. Police say that with the upcoming deer hunting gun opener, more and more people are leaving guns in their cars and trucks. Voters in more than 100 school districts across Minnesota hit the polls yesterday to decide some big money issues, and people in Moorhead are smiling today. 64% of the people in that school district voted to approve a $78 million referendum to pay for school improvements, a nearly 2-to-1 margin of victory. Once word got out last night, it was hugs and cheers at Moorhead district offices. School Superintendent Lynn Kovash says it's been a long time coming, and she is proud that her community chose to put education first.
Thank you for your support of education, your support of the students, the families, and our community. As I said before, it is a great day to be a Spud, and for all of our little Spuds, it is a great day.
The $78.2 million will be spread out over 20 years. Kovash says the real work begins now as the district starts putting together more concrete plans on spending that money. Officials at the neighboring district of Dilworth-Glendon-Felton appear disappointed with how their vote turned out. People overwhelmingly rejecting a $31 million bond referendum there. 82% of voters said no, just 18% yes. It was also a no in Detroit Lakes on a $68 million plan that would have built a new middle school and made improvements to other buildings. The bond failed by just 123 votes. In East Grand Forks, however, voters did say yes to a $20 million bond on the ballot. About 1,800 people showed up to vote. 53% of them approved the plan. For more results from yesterday's vote, you can head to our website, valleynewslive.com, and click on the hot button. One person was hurt in a rollover in Grand Forks this morning. It happened just after 9 a.m. at 23rd Avenue South and Cherry Street. Police say a pickup driven by Patricia Heinz was headed north on Cherry Street when it collided with another vehicle making a left turn. The truck then hit the curb and flipped on its side. Fire crews had to cut Heinz out of her vehicle. She was treated for injuries at the scene, but not taken to the hospital. The man who has been identified as a person of interest in Jacob Wetterling's disappearance made his first court appearance this morning on unrelated child pornography charges. Daniel Heinrich has been charged with 5 counts of possessing and receiving child pornography. He was arrested last week after a search warrant uncovered thousands of images of child porn in his home. Now, authorities say that Wetterling's image was not among the photos that were found. However, DNA testing, thanks to advanced technology, has linked Heinrich to a kidnapping and sexual assault that involved a young boy from Cold Spring, Minnesota in 1989 near the area, and at the same time, around the same time, Wetterling disappeared. Now, yesterday, the parents of Jacob Wetterling spoke to the media for the first time since Heinrich was named a person of interest in their son's disappearance. Patty Wetterling said that they still don't have the answers that they are looking for and will wait impatiently for authorities to do their investigation. Investigators now say the death of a decorated police officer in Illinois 2 months ago was not a murder, but a staged suicide by a cop involved in criminal activity. Marley Hall has the latest from New York.
Authorities in Fox Lake, Illinois say the death of Lieutenant Joe Gliniewicz was a carefully staged suicide.
We have determined this staged suicide was the end result of extensive criminal acts that Gliniewicz had been committing.
After reviewing thousands of text messages, phone calls, and emails, investigators have determined Gliniewicz was stealing and laundering money.
Thousands of dollars were used by Gliniewicz for personal purchases, travel expenses, mortgage payments, personal gym memberships, adult websites.
The highly decorated officer was on patrol in September when he was shot with his own weapon. Gliniewicz had radioed that he was chasing 3 suspects on foot before his body was found. That sparked a massive manhunt that left the small community on edge. Thousands of mourners and police officers from across the nation turned out for the funeral of the U.S. Army veteran affectionately known as G.I. Joe. His wife delivered an emotional tribute.
Joe was my best friend, my world, my hero.
Before today's announcement, the Gliniewicz family had dismissed any suggestion of suicide. They say the 52-year-old father of 4 sons was looking forward to his upcoming retirement. Marley Hall, CBS News.
Investigators say they now believe Gliniewicz intentionally left a staged trail of equipment at the crime scene to mislead investigators. Police say he had significant experience in staging mock crime scenes for Police Explorer training. Coming up tonight on Valley News Live 10 at 10, we're taking a look at some additional impacts of refugee resettlement here in the Fargo-Moorhead area. We're investigating what the Fargo Police Department does to keep its officers educated on the changing face of many areas. The department does have a cultural liaison officers who are tasked with continuing to educate new refugees about what is acceptable under the law in the U.S. We'll also be talking with several refugees, getting their take on this topic.
It's hard, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I don't blame the Fargo-Moorhead community realizing exactly what we went through.
Valley News Team's immigration and relocation reporter Bradford Eric will have that story tonight on Valley News Live 10 at 10. The public opinion poll that we commissioned by Mason-Dixon on refugee resettlement, as well as the impact on our local schools, have been getting the conversation going on our Valley News Live Facebook page this week. If you want to share your thoughts, make sure you like Valley News Live on Facebook. It's also the best place to get the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed.